Back again, guys, with another video on the way to the gym. You already know the routine. Today we're doing chest and core. Yesterday was leg day. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about Dolly Parton. First of all, RIP. 80 years old, guys. 80 years old, man. You know, a lot of people don't even live to see, that age, bro. So first of all, RIP Dolly Parton. I'm not gonna say like I was the hugest Dolly Parton fan, but of course I knew who she was. I knew some of her music and things like that. But it was really, really dope to see, how many generations of people know who Dolly Parton is. There's a lot of RIP. A lot of people showing their respects to Dolly Parton yesterday. So it was really, really dope to see how many generations, was a fan or knew of her and her music and things and everything she's done. Of course, everybody knows who Jolene is. Jolene. Yeah, banger, y'all, banger. But yeah, man, she was famous for what? About 6 decades, bro. And one thing I never knew, and I just found out, I was yesterday years old when I found this out. She wrote, I will always love you. I never knew that, bro. I never knew that. I always thought it was just Whitney Houston's song, but Whitney Houston sung it, and made it very, very popular. But I did not know that she wrote that song. But I read somewhere that she did write over 3,000 songs, y'all. Probably even, I don't even know, it might be more than that, but don't quote me. But I did read somewhere where it was like 3,000 or something like that. Bro, she was out here working, fam. But of course her legacy wasn't just music. She was a philanthropist. She's donated a lot of money. I think she was in a few movies as well. She was an entertainer. She was an all-around entertainer, bro. But seeing that news yesterday and seeing people's reactions and messages on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram and things like that, made me realize, like, bro, there is a difference between being famous and leaving a legacy, right? I feel like I've already spoke to y'all about this. Like, everybody wants to be famous now. Everybody feels like that they're famous because they get views and likes on Instagram or TikTok or whatever the case may be. Everybody feels like they're famous now. But there's a difference between being famous and leaving a legacy, bruh. At the end of the day, those likes, those views, they don't mean nothing, because who did you actually help? What did you actually create in this world? What did you leave behind? Or what are you leaving behind? You know what I'm saying? When you leave this earth. Views and likes on a post, none of that matters, bro. Like, whose life is different because you exist? What did you do to change someone's life? But I'm not saying you have to be Dolly Parton famous or anything like that, obviously. Your legacy could be the impact you make on your children, your family, your friends, your community, your business, or your art if you make music, or whatever the case may be. You don't have to be Dolly Parton famous to leave a legacy. You can leave a legacy on things that you have around you. Like I said, that your community or your children or your friendships. And also, you really realize how temporary things are, like things that you stress about, how temporary those things are when somebody passes away, bro. Because at the end of the day, those things that you're stressing about doesn't really matter, bro. But it got me thinking, bro, like, if I was to leave today, or for you, if you was to leave today, what are you leaving behind? What legacy, what will people think about you? Do you think people are gonna think about that last post on Instagram where, I don't know, it got 1 million views, something likes, or if you actually contributed something in somebody's life? That's why I enjoy making these videos, man, because I'm hoping that somebody comes across my videos and get something from it, whether it's confidence, whether it's a friend on the internet, or maybe I spoke motivation into you to do whatever you want to do. That's what type of legacy I want to leave behind. Hopefully to inspire somebody, to motivate somebody on whatever their journey is or whatever they want to do. So that's why I make these videos, man. It just got me thinking, bro, about life, content creation, being famous, getting views and things like that. Just thinking about what you actually contribute and things like that. That's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Again, RIP Dolly Parton, man. She definitely left behind a legacy. She's definitely inspired a lot of people. And like I said, the crazy thing is how many decades, you know what I'm saying, how many generations of people knew who she was and maybe was inspired by her. Is really, really dope, man. It's really dope, man. But look, guys, I'm already at the gym now. I have another video for y'all on the way back, but this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. But yeah, man. See you guys.